All right, everybody. Welcome back into another episode of the Lesko podcast. Joined by Brett Cambell once again to talk Penn State football. Joined by Gus as always. Gus is on a 25-year, 25-cent contract. He has to come on whenever we want him to, and he has to wear whatever hat we ask him to wear. So he doesn't like it, but that's what he gets for being a biased Buckeyes fan. So, Brett, how you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. I caught a second wind. I had some coffee not too long ago, which was much needed. Otherwise, I'd be falling asleep. So I'm doing pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, so Noah Pauley left. We're going to talk about that. Northwestern game is at Friday night in the new stadium. I think it's the first game in the new stadium, $862 million. We're also in debt by $500 million, which that's pretty common. I think FSU is in less debt, but I don't even know why that's a story. Like, everybody's in debt. But
yeah.
A VT fan commented Virginia Tech broke you, and that makes zero sense because we literally saved so much money.
Yeah.
Pat Kraft saved Penn State so much money by doing it the way he did, thankfully, because we should not owe that clown any money. But all right. And then coaching grades. It's going to be a quick one. We'll be in and out. But guys, support us monetarily if you can. Member up. I would suggest membering up. It's $3. It supports us a lot. And when you comment, it pops up and it shows. It stands out in the comment section because some nights we do get a lot of comments. We're already getting them, which is awesome. But just member up. It's $3. It supports us a lot. You can support us with the super chat. Thanks button. Like, share, subscribe. Help us get to 2,000 subs. We appreciate all your support. I was recognized 4 times tonight in the gym. People said, I watch your podcast, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I guess it's getting out there and people are watching it. So, yeah, literally 4 times in the gym, like back to back to back. People are like, hey, I watch your podcast. I'm like, all right. Awesome. Thank you. But, yeah, please support us if you can. Membering up is really easy. It's $3 a month. Fred, he's been donating $5 every 2 weeks. So with the super chats. So, which we appreciate that, Fred. But Brett, what do you think about Noah Pauley leaving? That really made me mad. It makes no sense. So
yeah, I think
more money, obviously, but
so. I think the thing that makes the most that makes no sense at all is it was media day. The presser was the day before we found out. And why is he did he know then? Why are you talking to anyone then? I didn't even watch. Listen, I really wanted to watch his Nittany Now, post their interviews and stuff. I really wanted to watch his, but after I found out that he's no longer our coach, I'm like, well, I'm not even watching it. What's the point? What's the point of wasting my time listening to how good it would have been, how good it could have been with him as our wide receiver coach? Because he was the bright spot. He was one of the best hires, right? From Iowa State, really like Ryan Clanton, really like Mauser, I think. But I think this was the best hire was Noah Pauley coming over. So because we've been destitute of wide receiver help for quite a while now with not a real receiver coach that has helped Penn State out. So yeah, very upsetting. The timing of it's horrible. If this would have happened a month ago, maybe even that's not as bad, but we're in the middle of recruiting right now with 2027 guys, Khalil Taylor, all those guys, right? Cade Cooper. They already talked to him, and you know what I'm saying? Now they have to talk to a new guy. So Matt Campbell's gonna have to hold it down right now and be like, listen, trust me, I know what I'm doing. This isn't Matt Campbell's fault. It's the Green Bay Packers' fault. They can screw off. So I didn't have anything against the Packers before, but now I certainly do. So
well, they beat us in the Super Bowl, so I've hated them always. So
I think the first call you make is Allen Robinson. People were talking about it. Makes perfect sense if you think about it. Deion Butler. I don't. These guys don't really have coaching experience, but Deion Butler's close to the program right now. A former Penn State receiver would be great because we've had great receivers. Deion Butler was good. Allen Robinson was great. So, I don't know. I think you give those guys an interview. You see what's going on, but as of right now, who are you getting that we know about? I mean, it's going to be tough, man. Hey, Michelle, how we doing? Hey, Ivan, Lavery, what's up, everybody? Kevin,
it's worth it.
Who is Matt Campbell looking for? That's what I'm saying. We don't. Yes. It's really early for me to know. We're going to find out more about it and talk to you guys about it as soon as we know. But this just happened, so very difficult to navigate who they're looking at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not happy about it at all. That really actually made me mad. You know, before I was like, stuff was happening, and I'm just like, we're good, guys. At the end of the day, we have a real coach. That's what I have most confidence in. But first of all, he's at the presser, like you said. He's talking like he was a coach, and then he leaves. First of all, as a coach, I don't understand that. I think that's, I lost a lot of respect for him. I think that's a low character thing to do. Ditch your team that you just got hired by. Do a interview the day before and then recruit 2 weeks before that. I just think it's a low character thing. I'm not a Noah Pauley fan anymore. As good as he is, like that made me mad. This is terrible timing. I think it puts us in a tough spot. But like Lavery said, I do believe in Campbell to find someone. But I just think it's a very low character thing to ditch your team like that, ditch these kids for the NFL. More money, no doubt. But I don't know, man. I just think it's a shady thing to do. I just think it's wrong, and it makes me mad that he left like that. So I'm not going to get too personal with the guy, but I think it's wrong, and I think it's almost a cowardly act, dude. Like, why are you leaving? Like, why, man? This is that's terrible. I don't know.
So I think part of it too, we got to think about it. Being a wide receiver coach in the NFL is actually easier because there's less, you don't do recruiting and all that other stuff, right? So he could just be a coach, but college football is better. It's a better sport. It's a more fun to watch, more fun to, everything about college football is better, right? It's superior in our eyes, obviously. But I think that's the only thing I can think of is he'll get paid more money to go to the Packers, and he won't have to do all that extra stuff. So looking at it as a coach, his perspective, I get it. I get it, but like, you just got here. Why did you come here? So I get both sides of it. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. I wish the guy the best. He went on to make more money and go in the NFL, and maybe, like you said, it's like easier / better situation. But don't take the job here then, man. Like, what are you doing? Dude, you committed to Penn State. You got hired by Penn State just to leave 2 months later. You got the fans excited. We're excited. And now you're gone. Like, dude, it's great. Like, I can't, honestly, I'm surprised that he left like that. Like, I know, Ivan said, it's not during the season. I mean, I don't think any coach would leave during the season, but yeah.
Like I said, it sucks. It's just Penn State luck, man. It's our luck. It's just our luck. Like, this would happen, right? Like, it's not the worst thing that could have happened. Like, worse things could have happened, but this is bad news. Like I said, the only thing I can think of is it's an easier job for him. He doesn't have to do all that extra stuff behind the scenes. He really doesn't. He doesn't have to recruit and do long hours on the road. Like, they don't do that in the NFL, dude. You have a draft. You know what I mean? For agency, that's by the GM. So, like, it's different.
Yeah. All we can do now is go on to the next guy, and I've heard A-Rob I would say even throw Terry in there. He can coach both. Terry is
Yep.
Terry's a freak of a coach, man. Like he's not
Yep.
human. Like he's a totally he's a different person when it comes to being a coach. He would be good at recruiting. He'd be good at coaching. He'd be good at development. He could do both. Like literally, they could just practice together. I mean, I don't know. Like, Terry would figure it out. But I say Terry Smith or A-Rob.
Yeah.
Did I miss? Is A-Rob a coach now? Like, did I miss that or?
I feel like he may have went somewhere for like high school or something, maybe. But I commented on PSU Dylan's post and I said I've seen enough. Hire Terry Smith as the wide receiver coach, and like 100 some people liked it, so they agreed. So I thought the same thing. I just thought A-Rob's a good pick too because he's younger, up and coming, and then we can keep Terry on DB. So I'd be happy with either one if they can make it happen. So we'll
I don't
see.
think he's even coaching. So
no, I don't think so. I think he could. It's just like you grab him as a power 4 wide receiver coach before he coaches. That's not normal to do that. So yeah. It's not normal.
You talk about A-Rob?
Yeah, like if he hasn't been a coach before, like you can't. Part of that, like it's a business. You can't just hire him as wide receiver coach if he hasn't coached it before. Not saying he can't do it, but at Penn State, you're still taking a risk of him getting his feet wet and getting into it. You know, the actual coaching part. He can play receiver, but has he coached receiver? I'm sure he has somewhat, but to what extent, right? So there's a lot that goes into it. So I think. He would, if he wants to get into coaching, that's if he even wants to start somewhere a little bit lower level, learn and walk your way up, so work your way up.
Joe Pa, I like you, man. And I have respect for you and I appreciate all your support. If you were someone else, I'd probably say my reply differently, but I like you. So I get it. I get what you're saying, but dude, ditching on Penn State like that, I just think that's I don't know, man. I don't get it. But like Joe Pa said, like, yeah, he went to the NFL. You can't blame
NFL
him in
sucks,
a way.
Joe Pa. I'm sorry, but
NFL. Yeah, for me,
NFL's trash. I don't know.
It's a principle thing. It's a morality thing. Like, bro, why are you ditching your kids? I don't know, man. I just I don't know. It made me mad. Like it really did. I was mad. Absolutely the best podcast there is. Been watching since I was 4. Wow. All right. Thanks, Simon. You could comprehend what we were saying it for? I guess you can, right? I mean, I guess you can comprehend stuff at 4, but thanks, Simon. We haven't been on here that long. I know how old you are. We haven't been on here that long. But thanks, Simon. Y'all still think we're getting Taylor? Yeah, honestly, I don't think it really changes much. I think Khalil's committing to Penn State because it's Penn State and the staff. He's not committing because of Noah Pauley. Dude, I'm telling you what, man. Hire Terry Smith. Let's say it again. Hire Terry Smith. Where's the sign at, Matt? Where's Matt at? Is Matt around? Pull the sign up. Hire Terry Smith. Dude, make Terry Smith the receiver coach. Why not? If anybody can do it, it's him.
If there's any player we're keeping that's a receiver without Noah Pauley, it would be Khalil Taylor.
I hope so, yeah. I think he's loyal.
Matthew Gregory? Yeah, I mean, he's a PA guy, so yeah.
I don't think this changes. My opinion, this doesn't change our recruiting much. But it could. That's the part like where I'm mad is dude, this could literally screw us totally. It could, but I don't think it will, but
I know before, whenever it took forever to get Matt Campbell, you were like, I'm not worried about the timeline. Right now, for this, there is a timeline because you have to get a coach in. They're doing winter workouts. They're doing practice coming up soon. You got to get recruits. Like, they have to make a hire within a week. 1 to 2 weeks is they have to. Like, this is something that needs to happen quicker than D'Anton Lynn for DC. Like, that took too long. I understand there was a lot that went into it. This has to go quicker than that. So it has to.
And speaking of Terry Smith, one thing that I forgot to even mention that we should talk about is obviously our guy, is being inducted into the Pennsylvania State Football Coaches Association Hall of Fame, obviously. He's the man. Yep. He's from Pittsburgh. And
the legend.
Congratulations. You're the man. You deserve it more than anybody. So, and by the way, the 2026 Hall of Fame class is pretty good. I forget the one guy's name for the Niners because that's before my time, but Luke Kuechly, freak. Larry Fitzgerald, freak. Drew Brees, freak. Who was the fifth guy?
Well, Ben Roethlisberger won.
No, he's 27. He'll be first ballot. Vinatieri, sorry. Vinatieri.
He was on the list he sent me.
Yeah, for 27. That's first ballot for 27. Hold on a second.
Okay.
I'm going to be quick about this, guys. I'm not trying to get too off subject, but congratulations, Terry Smith. I shared it last night. I just want to say this real quick because I'm a Steelers fan. I've been sharing a ton of Steelers stuff in our with these guys. But this is the 27 class. All right, this is stacked. This is insane. So I picked it last night. And I truly believe it's going to be, well, I don't know. Rob Gronkowski's a freaking moron. So I don't know if that would hurt him. I don't know. Probably not. Richard Sherman's been pretty controversial. Le'Veon has been pretty controversial. Cam, I think he's a first ballot, but he's controversial. He's never done anything wrong in my book. He's a talking guy. He's got a podcast. He's on ESPN. I love Cam Newton. Cam Newton's one of my favorite players of all time. Cam Newton is the man. So I think it's going to be AP, Gronkowski, Ben 100%, Eric Weddle, and Cam Newton. That's my five. Antonio Brown's never making the Hall of Fame. He doesn't deserve to make the Hall of Fame. He's a clown. He's probably going to prison. Le'Veon Bell, I mean, I guess you can make an argument. Andrew Whitworth, 100%. I could almost see Andrew Whitworth getting in over one of these guys. Ben's the only guarantee. I take that back. AP and Ben are the only guarantees in this class. And it could be a toss-up between Rob, Cam, Whitworth, and Weddle. I think Weddle should be a first ballot, but that's just my opinion. But that's next year. So this is a big class, and it only gets better going forward. I mean, Tom Brady's coming up at some point. Yeah. And I think it was Terrell Owens. He was quoted saying he doesn't think Tom Brady will be a first ballot because of the same reason Belichick wasn't. And that would be awesome.
Belichick is nothing without Tom Brady, dude. Seriously,
bro,
the dude
sucks. So yeah. I don't know. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he does. Maxwell Hiller. But yeah, I agree, Ivan.
Yeah, we will. Hopefully. Maxwell Hiller, there's a lot of movement to make for Maxwell Hiller. Everybody wants him, so we'll see.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work to do for him.
I just want to bring this up again. Chris Stoll and who's in the Super Bowl? Penn State players?
Caden Wallace, yep.
Caden Wallace?
Caden Wallace, he's a guard for the Patriots.
Yeah. Caden Wallace, yep. And Chris Stoll. Chris Stoll was a long snapper. Yep. So congratulations to them.
Yep.
So Abdul Carter was a Defensive Rookie of the Year finalist. Some dude from the Browns, I can't even remember his name, was the Defensive Rookie of the Year. Micah Parsons, Defensive Player of the Year finalist. So, Stick City.
Yep. Stick City, baby.
And being that it's 20 years ago yesterday that the Steelers won the Super Bowl against the Seahawks. The Seahawks are back in it. That was a stacked Seahawks team. The Steelers were a 6 seed, and the Seahawks were a 1 seed in the NFC. So the Seahawks, people forget that the Seahawks had 2 Penn State receivers on that team. Bobby Ingram and Joe Jaravicius were both on that team. That was a very good team. Matt Hasselbeck was on that team. MVP Sean Alexander was on that team. Bro, the Steelers made a true Steelers run. I mean, I was 12 or 13 at that time. And I remember watching the game when we went in to beat the Colts. Number 2 seed, or number 1, I don't know. The Colts. Yeah, we were the number 1s. They were the number 1. Went into Indianapolis and beat the Colts, one of the best offenses of all time as a 6 seed. When I said it before, when they threw that ball down to Heath Miller on the left side, I knew they had a shot. That was an insane win. The bus fumbled. Ben tackled him. Crazy run. But, and man, you could show highlights all day of that game. But, great game. And, man, really makes you miss the old Steelers. That's for sure. But, no, Pauley's gone. I don't know, man. My vote is Terry Smith. So that's my vote.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Can he
if
can
it's
do
not
both.
Terry Smith, who is it?
Me.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, man, like you only have so much time every week to practice year round. So practice them together. How about that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Practice.
Yeah.
Coach each kid in a rep. I mean, I don't know, man. It makes sense to me. Like
coach them against each other. Yeah. No, they won't
do that. But I'm sure Terry Smith will have a word on who they get, because he's like, all right, let's get a guy that I like, because then we'll go against each other in practice, kind of thing. Dude, have you heard anything? Have you guys, or Brett, have you heard anything as to why he left? Like, did they say anything? Like, was there a reason? Was there an explanation of any kind?
Like I said, just speculating. Maybe he wants to be in the NFL. I don't know. Like I said, it's an easier job. It's less pressure off him, really. I mean, less time off him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the recruiting, all that extra stuff you have to do in college. It's easier to coach in the NFL. It's literally easier. There's less to do for you as a coach. It's not comparable. So, right. I wanted to touch on real quick. Did you see the short interview that Savon Huggins had, the new running backs coach?
No.
It was only like 7-8 minutes or something, but seems like a really cool guy. I mean, I hope he does a good job. He seems like a hidden gem. You know, he's good ties to New Jersey. He's younger, right? Like in his 30s. So, yeah, Savon Huggins might be a good steal for us. Yeah.
So I don't mean to be doing two things at once here, but this is the highlights of the Steelers. Jerome Bettis ran out by himself. That was Joey Porter's idea. This was Willie Parker's run, still the longest run in Super Bowl history. Man, I was a kid, dude. This was such a fun game to watch because, dude, we didn't have a shot. Like, we were a 6 seed, you know? This is Antoine Randall's pass, Indiana quarterback, to the MVP, Hines Ward. Brett, I know as a Raiders fan, you love watching this. But Hines Ward was the MVP in that game. Joey Porter was talking mad crap. Yeah. But, all right, back to the we'll probably do a Super Bowl episode. I make better Browns in the morning. I make a better Browns. Yeah, Elijah Reeder, he is a steal.
He's a steal, dude. Check his tape out. He's insane.
Yeah, 100%, Chris. Yeah. It just sucks, man. It just sucks. Like, it's bad timing.
It's horrible timing. Yeah.
I heard that he was a Packers fan. All right, yeah.
Okay, then that makes sense, yeah.
Okay. That makes
sense. He's a PA. He's a PA guy.
Yeah, Ludwig's a great coach, man. He's one of the better coaches we have at Penn State. Well, we did have. He's one of the better coaches that we've had at Penn State, I'll say.
Yeah.
So
he's doing a good job.
Yeah. But Brett, do you want to is there anything else you want? I mean, I don't know. There's nothing really else we could say.
No, like we kind of talked about it, right? Horrible timing. Just yeah, you hate to see it. I don't know. Maybe they can find a hidden gem somewhere. Audrey Snyder. Okay. Audrey Snyder's the GOAT, so
Yeah,
makes sense.
Audrey Snyder is one of the
Can't to say
best.
she's the man, but she's a girl, so
She's the woman. Audrey
she's the
Snyder,
woman.
bucket list to have Audrey Snyder on my show because she's awesome.
Yeah.
She's one of the best. Northwestern game. So news: Northwestern will open the $862 million. Yep, it's opening with us on Friday night against Penn State. While playing its first two games, South Dakota State and Colorado on campus at its Lakefront Stadium. Construction set to wrap up mid-September. So they're going to open their new stadium with a loss. So that's good for us. I don't know. It's not a guarantee, but I think we're going to win. But yeah, that's cool, man. I mean, it's a $862 million. Like, that's nice. And dude, you would think like Northwestern, if they're building a stadium, they must be really investing in the football program because they're not good. They're getting better, but they're not that good. So, you know what I mean? Like, that's like Rutgers getting a $800 million stadium. Like, okay, like, what do you like? The product isn't that good, but yeah, he would be way better. He would have been way better under Terry and Matt Campbell. 100%. We never got to see it. Man, that was crazy timing. Aller gets hurt and then Franklin's fired. Like, I did not want it to happen to Aller, but I wanted Franklin fired. But I was like, I want a new quarterback and a new coach who got both in 1 week. I didn't want it due to injury, though. All right, I wish we had. Okay, so yeah, the Northwestern game opens. It's changed to a Friday night, the new field, first game there. I think we win, but it's interesting to be a part of that, man. You know, it's interesting to be a part of that. I'm sure it's going to be a spectacle. Friday night, probably be on Fox or be on ESPN, I guess.
It's going to be on FS1 from what I saw, since it's Friday night, maybe. But FS1's fine. I mean, that's okay if you get it. But you know what? I mean, these new stadiums. They all remind me of my team, the Raiders, Allegiant Stadium, right? That kind of like domey vibe to it, like just really new, high tech look. It looks sick, man. So I'm a big fan of what it looks like. We're gonna give them everything they can handle, right? So I mean, Matt Campbell's gonna get the boys ready. I mean, I hope they fill it up, man. It should be a sick atmosphere. I mean, Northwestern,
100%.
They've had a very quiet atmosphere for as long as I can remember. So I think this will help them bring in more Northwestern fans. So
I mean, what Northwestern did to Pat Fitzgerald is what Penn State did to Joe Paterno. They let him go when they probably didn't have to and or should have, but you know, some schools do stupid stuff like that. But Pat Fitzgerald is going to beat you guys year in and year out, so have fun with that. But this is just another kind of look at the stadium. Pretty not. I mean, that cat right there. I think that's an actual thing, like it's painted kind of type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's really nice. Good. I mean, I hope they fill it up.
Yeah, I think they will. I think they'll. I mean, especially for a grand opening, man. Like, just think about Beaver Stadium when it's done. It's going to be overflowed. Like, it's going to be insane. Beautiful stadium. It's really nice. Yeah. That's a good list too, Chris, of guys they're going after.
Yeah.
Bobby Ingram actually would be. Yeah.
Bro, Josh Gaddis comes back and he just produces like 4 first-round picks because he's working for a real coach now. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Gaddis wasn't bad when we had. I mean, he was all right. I mean, better than what we've had. So.
Yeah, take Franklin's coach. Take him.
Yeah, you might as well at this point.
Dude, you want to advance, like, definitely leave. Beautiful stadium.
Yeah.
Paterno Field, that stadium is LW tough. Yeah, it's nice. That would be crazy if we push.
It costs like what, $600 million or something? It costs a lot.
We should hire we should hire Brent Pry as our wide receiver coach, Franklin's friend.
Yeah.
Bring Doc Holliday back. Yeah. I mean, the fact that I don't know. So there's another side to this. The fact that they moved us, I know it's like that's when construction's finishing up, but it almost feels like
it's
somewhat
strategic.
did it on purpose. Somewhat did it on purpose. We beat you last year. We're going to move the game to Friday, play you guys first in the new stadium. We're going to beat you again, which I'm not saying they couldn't, but
marketing-wise, it makes sense. Yeah, I mean, it's a good matchup. I mean, Northwestern, they have good players, man. And you saw what that receiver did to us, man. Like, holy cow. He was good. He was like the Timu version of what's his name? The wide receiver from Indiana, number 80, the white guy.
Yeah, Becker, Charlie Becker.
Charlie Becker, yeah. The guy from Northwestern was really good. He was like a Charlie Becker Jr. He torched the crap.
Gus Johnson was all about him against Penn State.
He put AJ Harris on the ground, dude. It was bad. Yeah.
Yeah, Ivan, it has nothing to do with everyone's in debt.
Yeah, everyone.
America's in debt.
Rutgers is never going to get out.
Yeah. We're everyone's in debt. We're going to get whoever we want, really, a receiver, coach. Like, that has nothing to do with it. We're good. I don't even know why that was a report. Such a stupid report.
Yeah, it's such a stupid report.
Who cares?
But think about the stadium revenue that's going to come in once it's built.
Yeah.
The concerts they're going to do there. Everything that has to do with a West Shore home. They're giving us money, right? Or they're giving Penn State a lot of money to have their name on the field. The Adidas deal, right? Like Penn State's going to be fine. They're going to be out of the red before you know it. So it's going to take some time.
We're going to have way more support now that the guy that they all hated is gone. Literally, no one liked him, so that didn't help at all. Again, not a shot. It's just a fact. But you know, another thing too, and I said I haven't heard anything, but I know that what they're going to do. They're going to do volleyball in Beaver Stadium. They're going to do wrestling in Beaver Stadium, football, obviously, basketball, hockey. They're going to do all of that in Beaver Stadium. Okay, and they're also going to have concerts there. They're going to have all kinds of stuff there. So, classic. Yeah. They'll have NHL in there. They could have an NFL game in there. Why not?
Yep.
Ed Rendell wanted the Steelers and Eagles to play the Super Bowl in 2006 in Beaver Stadium. I don't know how they would have ever done that. State College cannot. Bro, there's no way State College can handle the Super Bowl. Super Bowls have to be in cities because there's so many people. There's so much stuff that happens. Like, people got to stay place. They got to eat. They got to do this. They got to do that. State College could not handle that. There's no way. Like the Olympics, the Super Bowl could, like, collapse your city if you don't do it right. Like Salt Lake, wasn't it Salt Lake City? That city, like, collapsed totally because they couldn't support the Olympics. It, like, ruined their city. Or I can't remember. It, like, ruined, not permanently, but it, like, it ruined their city for a while because it's just so much. There's so much that goes into it, you know? So, I don't know. They could have this Super Bowl at the Beaver Stadium. The draft is in Pittsburgh this year, which is awesome. I saw the pictures of that the other day. That's pretty cool. That'll be insane party sponsored by Icy Light. So, I had met Franklin and got a pic with him at the Nevada game. That's cool. Well, not really, but that's kind of cool, I guess. It's hard to find a place to sleep. Yeah, exactly. But, Brett, we can move on to Campbell, Spresser. Overall, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
School being dead is no biggie yet.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Michelle told us about it. So, overall, you know, he's just a normal guy in front of a camera. Franklin was a politician. So that's refreshing. It's nice. He spoke honestly, candidly. Yeah. He talked to me, he talked very honestly. He didn't give too much information away. He honored who he needed to honor. He spoke about who he needed to speak about. Spoke about players, coaches, everything. You would think he had to know about Noah Pauley. I don't know, man. Like he was getting interviewed the day before, then he leaves.
Yeah, I don't.
So
that's the part I don't get.
Yeah, I just don't get it. But anyway, the presser was awesome. Franklin, he's been doing like a documentary since he's been down there. So it's just different, man. It's different, and I like it. You know.
Yep.
Again, I'm not taking a shot at Franklin. We all know how he is. It's just, it's so different, dude.
It's night and day, man.
Thank you, God. Like we have a real coach now. Thank you, God. I mean, I've been saying it for 10 freaking years, but no one listened to me. It was 2017 draft. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, nice. So that's Myles Garrett got taken number 1. Campbell was in his element. Yeah.
The whole staff gives out more information. Like they're more transparent. You know what I mean? That's what it comes down to. So, my favorite part, Mark, and this is probably your favorite part too, when the guy said, "I know you just talked about one of the position groups, but can you go through like the whole team for us?" And he was like, "Oh, I don't know if I can," and then went through the whole team, like most of the team with all the positions. He's like, "Well, there you go. I just did all." Like Franklin would have never said any of that. He wouldn't have gone through anything. So that was cool. That was my favorite answer.
And like, well, obviously, you know, I have 105 guys on the team. 5 of them are knuckleheads. So obviously I can't talk about every single one. Obviously, I'll just mention a couple people. And then obviously that was a great question. So that's what he would have said.
Yeah, Mouser's interview was good too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I've heard like, I don't know. I've heard like he came up, you know, he was a nice guy to people, you know, not anybody that worked with him, but yeah, I've heard he was a nice guy.
And Matt Campbell shook everyone's hand at the end, which is just different, but that's cool. He appreciates, you know, them coming out, and Franklin would have hidden the back. So yeah, different story.
Obviously, Ryan Clanton said he loves Malachi Goodman.
Yep.
Bro, here's the thing. I've been watching Iowa State games too. That's one thing I've been doing my homework, watching Iowa State games. If you remember, they opened the season last year with Kansas State in Ireland, and they won.
Yep.
Like that was a good K-State team. That was a pretty good K-State team. And then he beat the living piss out of South Dakota the next week. But one thing I've noticed, Brett Eskelson is awesome. Okay, he's a great receiver. Obviously, his name is Brett. They played like all of their running backs. If you are good and you put effort in practice, you're going to play. You may not play a lot, but you're going to play. So we have a coach now who just does it a smart way. So, yeah. Who, Franklin? Yeah.
Franklin, yeah.
Yeah, trust me, we know.
If you want the statistics, Matt Campbell has a better record against way less teams. So
Campbell? Yeah, man, we've been through that.
Yeah, Campbell had way less talent to do it with. It's not even comparable. Yep. White Flash. Yeah, he's the white ghost. What does Tango call him? The ghost.
White Shadow.
Ghost. White Shadow. He calls him the White Shadow. Yeah. So yeah, White Flash.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. He was at he's at Iowa State. Like to me, he won way more big games than he lost being at Iowa State. All right.
Damn.
That guy was making $5 million a year. Okay. Put this in perspective. He was making 5.5 at most. Frank was making 8.2. Okay. Now Frank was making 8.5. Campbell's making 8.2 here now. Bro, he's getting paid $5 million. Like, dude, Joe Paterno, I think, made more back in 2001. So, yeah.
He's talking about Dan Campbell, by the way. I didn't see the comment before that. Yeah, obviously.
Oh, Dan Campbell. Why'd you bring up Dan Campbell?
Or Dan Lanning. Wait, what? Dan Lanning. Sorry, not Dan Campbell. Forget Dan Lanning, he was talking about. He loses the big games.
When did we bring him up?
No, he just said Dan Lanning is another James Franklin. I don't know where it came from. He just said it. Yeah. Yep.
Bro, Dan Lanning is
out of his mind.
He loses his mind every day. Like he's, him and Michael Irvin literally are gonna come up with their own company.
He's probably like an island retreat right now, trying to get clean.
Tommy the Toker. Nice. Those guys are absolute morons. Tell them to listen to our show and comment what they said so that we can call them morons ourselves. They're morons. That's a fact.
Franklin quit on his team.
It was the most cowardly act I've ever seen in the history of sports. It's no surprise to me. And then Virginia Tech went and hired him. So, dude, that is one thing I will never, ever forget. You never quit on a team. That is pathetic. Bro, you should never coach again. You shouldn't coach a Pop Warner team. That's unreal. Bro, Lanny makes $10.4 million a year.
Yeah.
Bro, he's spending more than that. He's spending more than that.
He said after Powder. Yeah.
If there, Joe, if there's any members in here, share the emojis, the member emojis. Guys, member up. It's $3 a month.
Yeah. Oh, random thing real quick, guys. But Mark, you probably know who he is, but you're not a huge music guy. But J. Cole, the GOAT of our generation, guys, dropped his last album at midnight last night. Go show J. Cole some love. Chris, I know you know who J. Cole is. So show J. Cole some love. It's the greatest album you'll ever hear. 24 songs. Just sensational. Give it a shot.
Yeah, J. Cole makes good music. My favorite rapper. So my favorite rapper of all time, and always will be, is Wiz Khalifa. He's a Pittsburgh guy.
Yeah.
Mac Miller, pretty close second, and then Travis Scott. Travis Scott is one of my favorites. I love Travis Scott, even though a bunch of people died at his concert. That's sad. But and then even though they're anti-Trumpers, Green Day is my favorite band of all time. I love Green Day. They'll always be my favorite band. I don't like their political views, but Green Day those are my guys. I love that. I love them. Mac Miller's the man.
Yep. That's good. But J. Cole's the GOAT, guys. So.
Yeah, J. Cole. Who's the guy that had the music video with the big forearms? Ludacris.
Yeah. He's a hype man. He's such a hype man. I love him.
Yeah, Bad Bunny, 100%. By the way, guys, watch Turning Point USA's halftime show on Sunday over the dude. Yeah, just watch that one instead. All right. The Beatles are the best of all time.
They're good.
I mean, they're iconic, man, but
yeah.
Best of all time.
No.
Rolling Stones played the halftime show in 2006 when the Steelers played the Seahawks. Rolling Stones. That was a great halftime show. Halftime show. Michael Jackson had a great halftime show. Whitney Houston, right? Whitney Houston. That's the greatest national anthem of all time. And
for sure.
Just put a hologram of Whitney Houston out every year and just have her sing it. The national anthem last year was pretty good. The guy played the piano and he sang and they showed Trump and everyone cheered. But anyway, we're getting off topic here. Campbell.
My bad.
Now Chris said that Jared should sing the national anthem at the spring game. Chris loves Jared, man. He I was watching my podcast. I mentioned my grandfather in here the other day. I was watching my podcast with him the other night. He has it on his TV, and he turned Jared on, and like 2 minutes in, he's like, "Yeah, man, he's really good. He's really good." Bro, Jared should be on radio, man. Like he can just talk. I have filler words. I say and like and all that stuff. Jared doesn't do that. Like he just talks and talks and talks. Like he's good at it. Yeah, me too. Love me some Kid Rock. Yeah, Kid Rock too. But Kid Rock is going to be performing. I forget who all is going to be performing. But watch the Turning Point USA halftime show. I will be. It's on YouTube. Yeah, he does have a voice for radio. He does. And but dude, radio guys, they talk. They talk all day. They talk and talk and talk. And if you watch real radio guys, they don't have filler words like me. You know what I mean? I'm working on it. But he just
Fluent.
Keeps coming, you know?
One of the most fluent talkers I've seen is Josh Pate. That guy, he's got something. He's drinking something, man. He's one of the most fluent talkers. So it's a talent for sure. It takes time to grow and get to that
the thing
point.
with me, the thing with me is like I'm just relaxed when I'm on here, so I'm just talking like you and me talk.
No, yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean? This is a conversation. That's how I talk in real life. So but I don't know. I'm just being myself. Some people seem to like it. But Brett, overall, man, I thought it was a good presser. Like it was just like, it's like I don't even have to think about it, honestly. It's just a better situation. He's a real coach. You can tell he's a real coach. He's brought in a real staff. Made no mention of his coaches drinking. Bro, he's like, I'm trying to think of like a comparison. Like the Bears head coach in '85. Dude, are you kidding? Mike Ditka, okay? Mike Ditka was a coach of characters. When they won the Super Bowl in '85, they had Mike Singletary, Jim McMahon, Walter Payton, the Fridge. They had dude, I can't remember anything tonight. Who was the Buddy Ryan was the DC? Bro, Jim McMahon was a lunatic. Okay, he was an absolute lunatic. He was crazy, and he was like a character. Like Mike Ditka would be chewing him out, yelling at him, and Jim McMahon would just be standing there like yeah. That's Matt Campbell, man. Like his kids are out there just doing whatever, and he's just standing there like, yep, all right. You know, he's a stoic leader, is my point. And like, dude, you would think someone would bring that up as a question, or he might bring it up, but he just doesn't care. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's a good sign, I think. Rocky is interrupting the show again.
Rocky?
Bro, Rocky's literally gonna.
You're interrupting the show again.
You always have to be on camera, Rocky. Like, dude, put some headphones on, Rocky, and talk some football right now. Do you have an extra pair of cat headphones, Brett?
No, I don't think he'll stay very long. He's kind of skittish. He likes to move around.
Rocky,
he probably wants something. That's why he's here. What's up, Rocky? Yeah,
give me a.
He's named Rocky from the movies too, guys. So.
Yep. Did he really, Chris? He took you for a ride? Bro, what? Rocky is the mascot of the show, by the way. Rocky.
Yeah. Yep.
Lisa or Linda? Is it Linda? Lisa? Linda, right? Is that her name, Brett? Lavery? It's Linda.
Lavery? Is it Linda?
I think it's Linda. Because I think I said Lisa the one time and it was Linda.
Well, we're getting more and more females on the show. So
yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, guys, I am seriously getting into a POD site. Lisa. Dude, okay. I got it wrong again. But anyway, I'm getting into a POD site. I'm going to have merch being made at some point fairly soon. So just keep an eye out for that. But we will have a merch store coming. So people have been asking about it. We're going to have a merch store soon. It's going to have, this kind of stuff, the mugs. I'm going to have beanies and hats and all kinds of sweatshirts. Yep, I'm still waiting
for a special delivery from Mark. He's been slacking on
it. Brett literally does not have anything. He doesn't have a mug. He doesn't have a shirt.
I wanted the black polo because, guys, I'm very pale, as you can see. So I don't look great in white. It makes me look more white. So once he gets a black one, or I'll just settle for the white one. But he has a pink one too, but I can't rock pink, obviously, with this complexion. So there's only so many colors. But
yeah. He just said hop. Dude, yeah, he was a lunatic, man. Like some stranger comes running up to him, hey, hop in.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. Should we get the coaching grades?
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Like, there's nothing really else to say about it. A
Yeah,
couple points that
really
stood out to
stuff.
me. He mentioned coaches. He mentioned players. He was stoic. Made no mention of the coaches drinking, which is hilarious to me because you would think someone would bring it up. I don't know. Maybe I guess the media wasn't offended by that, but
no. Those specific coaches had it off. Like they said, we don't get too much time to enjoy a game as a fan. So like they obviously weren't working when they were drinking it. So yeah.
No. But just overall, it was, I give it an A. He 100% said everything he needed to say. He didn't say too much. He didn't say too little. He was just a normal coach talking. We haven't had that since Joe and Bill O'Brien. We haven't had it. So I don't know, man. I don't know what else to say. I feel like I'm saying too much about it, but yeah, it was so normal that it was awesome. There was nothing that really stood out. He mentioned Quentin Martin. One thing that he mentioned was, or someone said in an article, that there seems to be a pecking order already for the running back room. Chris thinks that that's bad. I don't think it was necessarily meant like there's a guaranteed starter and second string now. There's going to be a battle, but I don't know. I can't remember who said that in the article, but I think everyone's going to earn their spot. You know, I think it'll be open competition across the board, even for quarterback. I think it's going to be open competition across the board. Now, Beck's going to be our starter. You know, he's very good.
But he's not going to be able to practice in the spring, so they're going to have the young guys, or not young guys, but obviously we got an old transfer from Newport News. But yeah, I mean, they're going to have the other guys battle it out while he's healing up. So Corey Geiger,
absolutely, man. I would. Corey Geiger is one of my favorite radio personalities. I listen to him. I didn't really listen to Steve Jones growing up. No offense to Steve Jones. Steve Jones is a legend. I listened to Corey Geiger more than anything because he was so controversial. I don't know if Corey Geiger would come on here, but if there's anybody that would come on a show like this, it's Corey Geiger, 100%. He was blocked by Franklin in like 2 hours of him landing in State College.
I can see that. Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
But like I said, Chris, I hope it's not the the conservative offense of the days of old of Joe Paterno. I don't
run down the middle,
fullback dive, QB sneak.
Yeah.
We're up 12-9 to Temple with 4 minutes in the fourth quarter left. Like, God, I hated that. That was so freaking boring. I hated that. Played softball. Corey Geiger. Okay.
Yeah.
Kevin, have you been on here before?
Kevin. We've had a couple Kevins, but he said earlier he likes to listen to us. So thanks, welcome in if you
welcome in. If we haven't seen you. Mark, you listen to Steve Jones all the time. Yeah, he needs to put on an apron, bro. That's what he needs to do.
Yeah. Steve Jones, a legend.
Coaching grades, Brett. Yep, 100%. Got a little off track here, guys.
Yeah.
But all right, Brett. We'll start with we'll go from low to high. So we'll start with the lowest position group. Start with special teams. Justin Lustig, who might be moving, I guess, but
yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it as special team coach for him. I mean, retaining him, I think, is an underrated retainment, if that's a word. I mean, he was really good last year overall. Efficient, like nothing crazy with the punt return and kick returns, but he was efficient. No fumbles or his field goal kicker missed one kick all year, and it was because it was blocked at 50+ yards. I like him. He's an Erie, Pennsylvania guy, so Justin Lustig, retaining him is definitely an A. I would give that an A- or an A, actually. I'd give it an A. I just want to see more in the punt return game and kick return game. Like, figure it out to get more yards on that. But yeah, I would say A-.
Yeah. Back in the day, man, we had Mike McQuarrie, for example, as our special teams coach. It was Mike was receivers, special teams, and recruiting coordinator, Mike McQuarrie. And, dude, we had good special teams, man. But it really comes down to the players, honestly. So Justin Lustig, good coach. But the one thing that stood out to me this year with him, because you don't see him a lot, he's a special teams coach.
Yeah.
When Terry was chewing out the ref after the Indiana catch, and Justin Lustig just standing there watching the field, Terry's cussing out the ref, and he's just standing there. Like, he's a good coach, man. Stoic guy like Campbell. There's a reason he brought him back. And again, it's like when O'Brien came in. Who stayed at Penn State? Who did he retain? Larry Johnson? Ron Vanderlyn? That tells you something. Now, me personally, I'm a Mike McQuarrie guy. I probably would have, well, you couldn't keep him at the time, but if that stuff didn't happen, I think Mike McQuarrie would have been considered as well. But like Jay Paterno wasn't considered. Scrap wasn't really considered. I mean, those are two of the good coaches we had. So Justin Lustig, for me, in terms of retention at a position that is important, and you don't have to go out and get another guy that totally changes your scheme and stuff. The move is an A+, but
yeah,
I'd give it like, an A- to overall.
For production from last year. Yeah, like can he do better? Absolutely. Yep.
So
nobody's
Brett,
perfect.
We have like 9 different coaches at linebacker and defensive end. So let's do defensive backs. We'll start from the back.
Defensive backs.
So we got
Terry Broomfield. Yep.
Broomfield. I don't know enough about these coaches, man, to make a true grade. I'm honestly, I don't know enough about them. We really can't know that much about them, honestly. Like, you know, I'm watching Iowa State games, but you know, that's about as far as you can go. You can look at their resumes and stuff, but between Broomfield, I've heard that he's a good coach. I've heard that Terry's a good coach too. Have you heard that, Brett?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that he's pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say he's an absolute effing legend. So yeah.
All right, so well, again, it's the players, because at this point with this staff, Stan Montgomery. All right, nice, that's good.
Yep, he's the one that decommitted from Syracuse. Yep, that's good news. Yep.
So when it comes to Broomfield, I think he's a good fit, but again, the players matter now. Okay, they're not doing everything. The coaches are good enough now that the players have to perform. Before it was the players had to do everything because the coaching wasn't there. Pretty much across the board, except for Terry Poindexter. Broomfield coming in, he has the players, so that's going to help. Defensive backs coaching. I give it an A, man. Like, I can't give it an A+ because I don't know enough about Broomfield, but with Terry and Broomfield combined, it's an A 100%. I've heard he's a good coach, and they have the players. They have the defensive backs to play, corners and safeties. They got nickel backs, they got true corners, they got true safeties, they got a free and a strong. So we're in a good spot there.
Yep, for sure.
You give it an A?
Yeah, so Deion Broomfield played at Iowa State. He was a good player. He played in the NFL for a little bit, right? So he's got connections to who was it? Now I'm drawing a blank. But anyways, Deion Broomfield, I think he's going to be a good coach, man. He was a good coach. They had good secondaries at Iowa State, so I think he's doing something right? He's coaching them up. So Terry Smith is an A+ himself, obviously. So yeah, I give it an A overall. I could probably say A+, but we'll have to see.
Steven Gonzalez. They're bringing him in as assistant, huh? Interesting.
They have a lot of defensive stuff.
Bro, Chris, where did he play college? But anyway, we got an assistant D-line coach, A- for Terry, B- for Broomfield. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know much about him. I don't know enough about him. But I think he's going to be a good fit with the players that we have. I'm factoring in the players as well. Okay. Linebackers. So we got, dude, do they have an updated coaching roster? I don't think they do. The last time I checked, they didn't.
Linebackers is Vite or whatever his name is from
Yeah,
Cincinnati.
but we have like we have 3 DCs. Okay,
yeah, but they're all
it's updated.
position groups. Yeah.
All right, it's updated. Thank God.
Coach Vite.
All right. So linebackers, yeah, Coach Vite. Pauley, you need to go. Defensive line. So we got okay, so yeah, we have 3 DCs, former DCs on our coaching staff on defense. So Coach Vite is our linebackers coach.
So Christian Smith is defensive end coach, technically. Defensive tackle coach is Malloy, like from what they were saying.
Right.
So there's 2 defensive line coaches to begin with, which is insane. But it's good. But.
Got Dan Connor, we got Coach Vite. So those are the 2 main guys, really. Coach Vite and Coach Connor.
Coach Vite coached the linebackers that we're getting from Iowa State, so they're pretty solid. I mean, overall they play in position, so I give Coach Vite. I mean, we'll have to see. Like you said, we don't know that much about him. I'm gonna give Coach Vite a B. I think that's.
Well, again, it comes down to the players, man. We got good linebackers. Don't have enough depth. We got Alex Tash, we got Bacon, we got Rojas. We're losing Arrington. He's going down to defensive end, so he's going to have to eat. But all right, Chris. Yeah, help us out with this, Chris, because we don't know enough about it. B+ for Vite and Connor both. Okay. All right, so we'll take B+. Yeah. I agree with that. From what I know about them, I agree with that.
Yeah, if you're putting both of them, B+ for sure.
Chris, what are your? We've kind of talked about it, but what are your thoughts on Dan Connor being demoted to assistant? What are your thoughts on that? I'm just curious. All right, defensive line, Brett. We have Christian Smith.
Mm-hmm. And Malloy.
Yeah.
Malloy. I really like that combination, to be honest with you. I give that a B+ or even an A because listen, Malloy, he gets those big Hawaiian guys. He played at Washington, coached at Samoan. He played at Washington, coached at Washington when they had good defenses. I like what he's doing. He's getting big bodies. I think he can coach them up. And I think Christian Smith, like you said, that beard is just flawless. So that beard alone gets an A-. So I'm gonna go with it's an A+ beard. You're right. So I'm gonna go for the defensive line coaches. I mean, we'll have to see what they do at Penn State, obviously, but I'm gonna go A. I really like what they did there.
Yeah, the fact that they have 2 guys, they have an edges coach and a D tackle coach.
Awesome.
The defense, okay, so defensive line coach, technically,
because it's their specialties instead of just if you were a defensive end in college and you're coaching defensive tackles, you can help them, but you didn't play defensive tackle, right? So like getting one specific coach for each, it's different, but I like it a lot.
Malo is technically our defensive line coach.
Yeah.
And then our other guy is ends. So Malo is technically our defensive line coach. But we didn't always have like a D tackle, a D line coach, then an edges like
that's awesome.
We have both. Yeah. So
I'll take it. Yeah.
Yeah. So Smith and Malo, between the two, like the fact and Malo, he has ties out west.
Yep.
Smith, he's from UCLA? Came with Danton Lynn. A+ beard game.
Smith was from Northwestern. I forget where he was from.
Oh, Northwestern,
before.
right?
Yeah, we got him from Northwestern.
But so the fact that they have both is good. They has more experience, coached longer. Okay with it. Head coaches. Yeah, right, 100%. I think they're doing that with their players right now as well. All right, so O-line coach, Clanton. He drinks beer at hockey games, so that gets him an A automatically. But okay, so let's do tight ends and O-line together. So Mauser's tight ends. He's 100% a tight ends guy. Clanton is the offensive line coach. Man, I have to go like A-, honestly. I really do. Because
I really like it. Yeah.
Mauser, the fact that he's the tight ends coach is huge. I think it's underrated. Like a lot of people aren't giving that enough credence that he's the tight ends coach as well as the OC. And then we got Clanton as the O-line coach. Like, bro, Clanton's all about violence. So smashing beer cans on his head and throwing it back. Somewhat violent move, and I love it. So I give that an A-. And Brett and I are gonna like know more and more about these coaches as time goes on, just like we did with Franklin's staff. Like we'll know more and more as time goes on. But I have to give it an A-, honestly.
Yep.
You agree?
Yeah. Ryan Clanton, A-. Yeah, I think that's a good
O-line
good
and tight ends both A-. Quarterbacks. So we're gonna include the coordinators in this, but we got Mauser, the OC, and then as quarterbacks, Jake Waters. So between these two again, because they're going to be working hand in hand, in my opinion. Actually, like not like the previous regime, they're actually going to work and listen to each other and get ideas. Mauser is a great coach. Waters, again, another guy. I don't know all that much about him because he hasn't coached here very long. But with what he's done, first of all, Mansky came in, got the D3 kid coming in, and we got Becht. So what he's done with Becht, I think, is pretty impressive. He's a good quarterback, man. And Becht was what, a 3-star kid? Like he wasn't that highly rated, was he?
3-star.
First of all, 3-star kid. He's now a senior, so he stayed with Iowa State, and he's coming to Penn State as well. So to me, that says a lot about the coaching. So between Waters and Mauser, again, we'll see how it plays out. I give it a B+ right now. That whole situation. So
yeah, it's a B+. Mauser gets a B+ almost himself because he takes shots. He's gonna leave it all out there. Like it might not work always, but he leaves it all out there. He gives his players a chance to be successful. Jake Waters, I think, has done a really good job. Brock Purdy as well. He was there with Brock Purdy as well, I think. So
yep.
Yeah, he's a good coach. Yep.
Savon Huggins, running backs. Brett just mentioned him. Did you hear his interview? Right, Brett? You were talking about Savon Huggins.
Savon Huggins. Yeah, I like Savon Huggins. I think his recruiting ties to New Jersey. He's a Matt Campbell guy. He's no bull crap. Like he's going to see what kid wants to come play at Penn State. He was talking about it. Like if you don't know why you want to come to Penn State and you don't have a good reason for it, then like you have to have a good reason for it. Like if you want to come play because be a part of something bigger than yourself, like Penn State, not just Penn State the brand, like oh it's flashy, but like who you want to be as a human being. And he's got a lot of Matt Campbell in him. So I think his recruiting ties and he's an upcoming coach, a young coach. I think he's got some fire in him, so I like him. I guess Chris said about I guess Waters didn't go to Iowa State till 2024. I missed that, but
okay.
Yeah, I think he's an upcoming coach as well. Played at Kansas State, was a solid player. So
yeah, Huggins again. This combines the players as well. We gave them an 86 overall grade.
But yeah, B+ for Huggins for sure. That's
Yeah, I
what
would
they
say B+
said too.
because again, we'll see. But he's got good backs. He's got Peoples. He's got Hansen. He's got Quentin Martin. He's got Campbell. He's got. That's pretty much it. And they're all going to play. I think they're all going to play. And I think the order is going to be Hansen. I would say Peoples because I think he's older than. Is he older than Quentin Martin? Peoples.
They're like the same. They're the same age.
All right.
Almost. No, Peoples might be a year older, but yeah.
All right. So to me, in my opinion, it's going to be Hansen, Quentin, and then Peoples. All right. Dude, they still. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Chris's grades were close to ours, so yeah, good grades, Chris.
Our lads still doesn't have an updated Penn State roster. That is super stupid.
They still have to figure out the numbers. That's probably what they're figuring out. What number are they wearing? They're not going to post it until they have that.
Yeah.
Probably.
And last and least, Noah Pauley and the wide receivers coaching situation, I give it an FU for leaving.
Yeah, you get an FU. Yeah, 100%.
An FU. That's a grade. It's official. FU is a grade. Gets an
F minus. It's an F minus.
So, wide receivers coach. Who's it going to be? I don't know. So,
no clue.
It's an FU for now, but it doesn't count. So overall, Brett, you do the math. It's about a 90 overall for the coaching staff.
Yeah. Good.
So the roster was 86. Coaching staff is 90. That's good. All right. Now, everybody in this chat right now, honestly, try to leave the hate out of it. What would you grade this time last year, even last year? What would you have graded Franklin? Okay. And then to end, Brett, we end it with Matt Campbell and Terry Smith. We have to combine. Well, we didn't do the coordinators. So what do you give our OC? What do you give our OC?
Oh, I thought we did. Yeah, I gave Mauser. Yeah, we did. Right. Mauser. Yeah, Mauser I gave a B+. Yep.
All right, DC, what do you give him? I give him
Dan Lynn. I think Dan Lynn's a B+ because he did a lot with nothing at USC, dude.
Right.
That place was a dumpster fire.
So we're at about a 90 for the coaching roster. We got an 86. Now, you want the coaches to be higher rated than the players because they're going to develop these guys. We just got to wait and see, watch it play out. It's going to be fun to watch, 100%. But all right, awesome. Mauser's offense will be the same as Rams. Nice. So we need a Puka Nacua. That's Peter Gonzalez. Matthew Stafford is Rocco Becht. I can't remember their running back. Cam Akers. That's Peoples.
Yeah, Peoples.
But I think the running backs, man, it's going to be Hansen, Quentin, Peoples, and then Wallace. But I think they're all going to play. So, but I think Hansen will end up being our starter just because he is the most experienced. He's Campbell's guy. But I hope it's an open competition across the board. I do hope that.
It will.
Chris had some concerns about that not being an open competition, but I 100% think it will be. I don't know why it would be. Yeah, going to see a lot of 12, 13 personnel, 100%. Throw deep. Brett Eskelson is going to get 900 yards receiving in one game. And then our 6'7" tight end is going to have Dwight Clark catches every single game.
He's going to feed families every single Saturday.
Yeah. And Rapp is going to be – they're going to have a statue of Rapp halfway through the season.
He's going to be burying people in the dirt every Saturday, burying people.
And then the last grade, Matt Campbell. Family gets an A+. But what do you grade our head coach, Matt Campbell?
Matt Campbell gets an A. Because of who he is, because of what he's done with nothing. I think he gets an A. So far. Dude, I mean, it's preseason.
Bro, that's crazy. So the boys usually look more like their mom, and the girls usually look more like their dad, from what I've seen. So he looks like his mom.
Yep, with the nose.
He's definitely a combo of the two. The daughter looks more like him, and then she pretty much looks more like him. So Family gets an A+.
Yeah.
Campbell, yeah, I'd have to give him an A, man. Everything combined. The search, who we got, what he did, how it happened, I give him an A, 100%. We'll see how it plays out, but I give Campbell an A.
Yeah.
So pretty much overall, Brett, at the end of the day, we're at about a 90 for the coaching staff overall grade. Roster 86. And honestly, we'll see how it plays out. This roster somewhat concerns me because you look at this roster, you just don't really know what's going to happen. Can they compete seriously in the Big Ten in 2026? I don't know. Maybe not. I really don't know. But we have good coaching, and that's what matters. We have real coaches. That's what matters. So regardless of what our roster looks like, I think we have what we need, and I think we can compete with the combination of the players and the coaches. That's football. So I think we can compete, but we'll see. The roster does somewhat concern me, though, particularly the wide receiver group. I don't know what they're going to do, and we don't have a coach now. So you know what I'm saying, Brett?
Yeah, I mean, it's to be determined, man. But we talked about the roster. I mean, wide receiver, they could be good, but if somebody gets hurt, then there could be an issue. So that's something we'll have to wait and see on for sure.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's it for the night. We wanted this to be shorter, but I got a little off track with the Super Bowl. I'm probably going to do a Super Bowl episode like Sunday or Saturday night. I think we're doing recruiting tomorrow. I don't know if Aaron answered us or not, but yeah. Probably going to do recruiting tomorrow. And then I'll probably do a Super Bowl episode at some point with whoever. I think Jared's going to do a Super Bowl episode. Maybe I can do it with him. But, I usually do it with Anthony Howard. He hasn't answered me back yet. Anthony Howard, real estate agent in Washington, D.C., friend of mine. I've been doing a Super Bowl episode with him the past few years because he's a Chiefs fan. Last year, literally passed out live on air. I did. I think I told you about that, Brett.
Yeah, that's funny.
I literally passed out live. So I don't remember. So I deleted it because I passed out and I was white as a ghost, soaking wet, more soaked than I was getting out of a shower. It was crazy. I don't know. I passed out. But anyway, and there was reasons for it. It wasn't just a random thing. I was being an idiot. Wasn't like didn't eat and whatever. But I turned off the camera, and then you just heard me moaning because I passed out. I don't remember what happened. But if you watch that episode, I still have the video saved. I get greener and greener. Then I pass out. Turned off the camera somehow. That was like subconscious because I don't remember doing that. Passed out. Woke up, and I said, Anthony, I passed out. And so that was interesting. But I'll do an episode with whoever. Yeah, it is crazy. I guess it was kind of a shaft job, but
yeah. Chris is saying Lyric Samuel. I think if Lyric Samuel gains a couple pounds this offseason, man, he could be a freak. Peter Gonzalez just has to stay healthy, right? If Peter Gonzalez can stay healthy, he could be ready to go. I mean, he's a good player.
They all need to stay healthy.
He said, were you drunk?
No, I wasn't drunk. No, I wasn't.
Dehydrated?
Long story short, didn't eat all day. Went to the plasma place after the gym. First thing I did when I got home was drank a beer because I forgot that I didn't eat all day. Okay, I worked all day. Or no, I didn't work. I was off that day. Went to the gym, went to CSL, which is a plasma place. Didn't eat, came home, drank a beer, turned green, passed out. So it was stupid on my part.
Combination, yeah.
Like I didn't eat.
Yep.
But no, I wasn't drunk. No. But I think the Seahawks win. We'll get into it in our I will do a Super Bowl episode for you guys that want to tune in. I think the Seahawks win. As a Steelers fan, Patriots, I hope that franchise literally crumbles and ceases to exist next year. But if they win, they pass us in rings. So please, God, don't let that happen. Now, if I had to pick between the Patriots and the Ohio State losing, I pick Ohio State 100 times out of 100 times. But I want the Patriots to lose, and I do think the Seahawks win, and I think they honestly win pretty convincingly because they are very good. And an Ohio State receiver, JSN, pick him to score at some point, I'd say. But, yeah, we'll see, man. Drake May, decent, but that defense is pretty good. But the Seahawks overall are just too good.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know what he's talking about. But no, I wasn't drunk. Crazy that Belichick did. Yeah. All right, guys. Have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. And we will see you probably tomorrow.